Do you have a hard time coming up with simple fills? Do your bass solos get no love? Stay tuned for this very special offer from the Brownstone. Hello friends and neighbors, welcome back to the Brownstone. My name is Rich Brown. Thank you for being here once again. I hope you had a fantastic week. I had an amazing week, and that's all because of you. The last video that was put up on the channel, the last lesson that was put up on the channel, is the #1 video on the channel. And I have you to thank for that. So thank you very much for liking the videos, subscribing to the channels, and spreading the word. We're doing good things and we're building a community here. And I'm also seeing a lot of comments from all over the world, which is fantastic. Let me know in the comment section where you're from. I've seen Thailand, South Africa, Uganda, all over the world represented in the comment section of these videos. So say hello from wherever you are. All right. Today, we're going to get into the idea of playing fills and solos using the pentatonic scale. There was a question in the comment section of the last video that asked about applying some of those ideas to playing solos and playing fills. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. And it all boils down to a very simple thing, which is so super cool. In that last video, by the way, if you haven't seen that last video, there it is. Check it out. Come on back. I'll be right here. And we will continue with our discussion. All right. So here's the idea. The main thing I talked about in the last video, and I reiterated it over and over again because I really wanted you to get it, was this concept of taking the G minor pentatonic scale and basically spreading it out over the fingerboard using 3 different shapes. And if you don't remember those shapes, I will go through them very quickly here. Once again, G minor pentatonic, and then 2 versions of the B flat major pentatonic scale where I have the second finger position, where I'm starting with the second finger on B flat, and then first finger position, which has me starting on the first finger of B flat and then playing the first 3 notes of the pentatonic scale on the same string, which allows me to play it over 2 octaves. So G minor pentatonic and B flat major pentatonic are the same scale. But now I have 3 different ways to play that scale. So then it stands to reason that I can use those 3 shapes anytime I want to play a fill on a particular groove. So check this out. Anna 1 is set to 90 BPM. As usual, beats 1 and 3 are turned off, so you just get that backbeat. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a very simple groove, and then I'm going to fill. And it's going to be based on a super simple concept of playing a fill on each position of the pentatonic scale, either G minor or B flat major, same scale. So check this out. This is super cool. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's my groove. Get it in the body. Don't jump in right away. You really want to feel where those downbeats are going to fall. Here we go. So there's my groove. Okay, so now that I've established that groove, here's what I can do. Anytime I want to play a fill, I can just go through this in order too, which is very cool. I can play my first fill on that G minor pentatonic shape. And then I can go back to the groove. And then when I want to play my second fill, I'll play that first B flat major pentatonic shape. And then I'll play the groove again. And then I'll go back and play my third fill on the second position of the B flat major scale. B flat major pentatonic scale. I always do that. Super simple. So now I have 3 different areas that I can go back and forth between whenever I want to play a fill. I'm not confined to one area of the neck and just playing one scale. I've opened things up in a huge way. So now what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll play that groove again, and then I'll just play fills. Play simple fills. In fact, let me show you. If I just play the descending patterns, that's it. Just descending patterns on each of those shapes. Watch what happens. Already, cool things are going to happen.
3, 4.
Okay, G minor pentatonic. Again. Now, B flat major pentatonic. Again, B flat major pentatonic. How cool is that? Now, the second position. Come on now. Again. Super cool. Now check this out. I also want to know where my bass line is going to be in those different positions. So here I'm playing that line on the B flat major pentatonic scale. So if I play a fill in that area, right? So now I want to do the same thing in that third position. The second shape of that B flat major pentatonic scale. This is cool because now I can play the whole pattern on the higher octave. So now I have all that information under my fingers and I am totally free. I have all of this space that I can cover with my groove. So now, second position of that B flat major pentatonic. Back to the first position of B flat. And now I'm back on G minor. How cool is that? So did you see what happened there? All I did was I took my groove, found those same notes in the different positions, which then allows me to use those positions and still maintain the groove. I can always go back to my bass line no matter where I am, because I know where the bass line is going to be on each of those positions. There you go. See, what I did there was I just played each of those positions so that I was working my way back down to the original bass line. This is another very important thing that bass players need to learn, and that is the idea of learning how to end your solos in a way that allows you to go back to playing the groove. Bass players are in a very unique position, because when we take a solo, we have to come out of our role in the groove. We're the foundation. Well, the bass and the drums, we're the foundation. But bass players are unique in that there is a pattern that they have to hold down to maintain the foundation of that groove. But then when it comes time to solo, we have the freedom to step away from that foundation for a little bit and then, express ourselves in a way that keeps people moving. Problem is, when it comes time for the end of our solos, there's usually a huge disconnect, because what happens is bass players tend to find their way up in the high register on the neck, and then when it comes time to end their solos, it becomes a very awkward disconnect where you have to jump in a weird way and end your solo and go back to the groove. This kind of idea sort of eliminates that and allows you to see how each of those shapes are connected so that you can wind your way back down and make your solos, those transitions from the end of your solo back into the groove, much more seamless. So everything makes sense. And here I'm only using the pentatonic scale, which is like primo. Seriously, it's 5 notes. We're playing 5 notes in 3 different positions, and then connecting those 3 shapes, those 3 different positions, in order to make a really cohesive solo, a very musical solo. And it also gives us the ability to play little fills as we're holding down the groove. So I really like this idea, and I think it's valuable for all bass players to learn this skill of being able to play little fills that do not get in the way of anything else, based on very simple concepts like using these 3 different shapes, and also knowing how to access your bass line in each of those positions. Very important. So I hope that all makes sense. The pentatonic scale is your friend. It really is, which is probably why it's used so much by bass players, because it's a very simple. I shouldn't say simple. Maybe that's too reductive. But I feel like it's a great way to take a little bit of information and make the most of that information. And this is a great way to do that by learning the 3 shapes, the 3 positions that we have for our pentatonic scale. Here's the thing. We've mainly been talking about playing over a minor harmony. I've played like this G minor harmony, but this also works in reverse. So if I happen to be playing something in a major key, then I've got these 3 positions, 1, 2, and 3. Those are my 3 positions. So with a minor key, I'm working with position 1. With a major key, I'm working mainly with position 2, right? Which means if I happen to be playing in B flat major, volume, if I'm playing in that B flat major position, then I have to think I'm in shape 2. So now I have shape 1 and shape 3 at my disposal. So it's all right there. I know exactly where everything is going to be because I'm using this idea of three shapes and taking those three shapes and connecting them in a way that allows me to keep my lines continuous and have them make sense as I play through whatever groove I might be playing. So remember this. This is very valuable. Always know where your options are going to be. Always know where your other shapes are going to be found. Again, if I'm playing on a minor, I've got three shapes. 1, 2, 3. If I'm playing on a major, I'm already on shape 2. And then I have shape 1, and shape 3 here. That's it, my friends and neighbors. I'm going to leave it there. Nice short lesson. Hopefully you will have fun with this little exercise. Try it for yourself. Just put a metronome on, come up with a simple groove, and then see if you can access some fills and some different musical ideas using the three shapes, using the three shape system. That's it. Hey, listen, friends and neighbors, if you like this video, please do click like. It helps me out in a huge way. Go ahead, leave a comment in the comment section and let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. It's always beautiful to see that. People are watching from all over the world. I love that. Like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you are in a position to do so, please do donate to the channel. Your donations mean a great deal to me, and it really allows me to keep these lessons coming to you. So please do so. Feel free. No donation is too large or too small. And thanks so much for watching. It's very exciting to see the growth of the channel over the last couple of weeks. It's been amazing. And since I started with the channel, the number of subscribers has literally doubled over the course of a couple of months. That blows my mind. And I'm very grateful, and I don't want to take any one of you for granted. So thank you all very much. Listen, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you all for tuning in once again. I know I say thank you a lot, but I mean it. I'm very grateful. And that's that. My name is Rich Brown. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for visiting me here in the Brownstone. And I will see you in the next video.